In the autumn against the health and care bill, but that could also be in defence of the NHS and public.
Believe in yourself. If you're a nurse, if you're a porter, if you're a doctor, if you're from any part of the NHS, we do something that is socially useful. Unlike the parasites that inhabit that place down there we're going to march to.
Johnson, hear us shout!
Here's Poppy, or get out!
Boris Johnson, hear us shout!
Here's Poppy, or get out! Here's Poppy, or get out!
Boris Johnson, hear us shout!
Here's Poppy, or get out!
Boris Johnson, hear us shout! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5!
Keep our NHS alive!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5!
Keep our NHS alive!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5!
Keep our NHS alive!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5!
Here's Poppy, or get out!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5!
Keep our NHS alive!
1, 2, Boris Johnson, hear us shout!
Here's Poppy, or get out!
And Boris, we want you out! A big kick in the teeth, because we know and we've heard and seen there's money in the system. We've seen the failure of track and trace. That cost £35 billion, and that money could be spent on health workers' wages. And people are voting with their feet and leaving the health service, and that's criminal. I think people naively thought, especially when they saw Boris Johnson naming the nurses who cared for him, Jenny McGee, who's now left the profession, they thought that he might change his mind. So yes, it is a real insult, and 3% is not significant enough for us, I'm afraid.
I was utter dismay. I mean, we're dealing with a massive hemorrhage of staff from the NHS, huge vacancies amongst nurses and other grades of staff. 3% is not going to rectify the historic crisis of staff inside the NHS. Personally, I felt kicked in the teeth. I felt insulted. After what we've done with both waves of COVID, to be offered 3% was just... I found it really depressing. It took the wind out of my sails. It made me sad.
Get your finger out and listen to the people and do what you are supposed to be doing. You're currently out on your jollies, having your summer holidays, and people in this country are continually dying because of the policy decisions you've made. Get round the table, listen to people in Parliament, and correct some of the lies at the dispatch box for a start.
I'm now retired from the NHS after about 45 years of being involved in the NHS. I trained in the 1970s. I've gradually watched the NHS be picked up by successive governments, broken up and sold off to the private sector bit by bit. £10.1 billion worth of contracts went out during the course of COVID. And with such a lot of concern now that the whole point about offering 3% is deliberately to undermine the nurses who are currently still working for the NHS. It's about breaking down morale, it's about people having to leave the profession and then move on to other areas, and then they can say the NHS is failing and invite private sectors like Virgin Healthcare, Circle and others to come in and buy up those services.